Houston, y'all know what it is.
Y'all sit back. You're waiting for him to bring us in, and then we're going to crank it up. So, I mean, all day long, last couple of days since I went to Commissioner's Court, I've been podcast after podcast, show after show. A lot of people just new to what I do, but I've been doing this a while, man.
What's up with it, y'all? Hey, appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now. Y'all make sure that y'all tell everybody to go and download the Street 100 The Heat app right now. Tap into the Street 100 The Heat website. You can listen directly from there. The Critical Show, Street 100 The Heat. We got the OG Gary Monroe in the motherfucking building, y'all. So y'all already know we finna get to the motherfucking business, man. Shout out to P-Man and all the support from the city, man. Hey, for real. Without y'all, would none of this shit be possible, man. You know, but we finna get down to business, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Because, hey, it's a lot that needs to be said, and we finna get to it right now, right here with the OG. You feel what I'm saying?
What's going down?
What's up with it, OG?
Man, I'm breathing. I don't have no issues. I'm breathing.
Huh? Yeah, for real.
A lot of folk ain't breathing, especially if you go on the bowling alleys late at night. They don't breathe too long.
Man. You know, and that whole situation, it hurt the city, man.
I mean, it put a black mark on us, bro. I mean, because, you know, nobody should, you know, come here to visit and, you know, especially a star and end up going home the way he going home. But, you know, that's one of them situations. They going to have to figure that out. I don't know nothing about it. Nothing.
Yeah, man. You know, it's just a horrible situation, you know, for anybody to go anywhere and they feel comfortable enough not to take security and end up not making it back home to their family.
I think when you hit a certain level, you know, entertainment wise, you don't have a choice but to have security. You don't have a choice but to move out the hood. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. I mean, you think if I go sell 1 million records, I'm going to be shooting dice in the hood? Hell no. No, not at all, man. I'm trying to stay behind the gate where the security guard at, where you can't get to me.
Exactly.
You got to let the hood go at a certain level.
Yes, and you're right about that, OG. You know, you have to step back from the hood once you reach to that certain level. You know, and that's what anything, you know, whatever you into, you know, once you reach a certain level, you know, there's certain things and people and situations that you gotta let go.
Man, I ain't had to do nothing but get a good job, and I'm gonna get the hell up out the hood. I don't have to sell 1 million records.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it boils down to. I ain't got to sell 1 million records to get up out the hood. Because, I mean, it is what it is. But when you in that lifestyle and you want to shoot the dice and all that stuff. I played dice one time in my life, and I won like 400. And a dude gonna tell me, you not finna leave here with my money. I ain't leaving with none of your money. I'm leaving with mine. And I never shot again. And I don't like casinos, none of that. I stay away from all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you know, and just like Killer Corleone said, if you wanna gamble when you at a certain level, go to Las Vegas and gamble.
They
Don't.
not gonna do that, man. I mean, it's just something about our people. We got to shoot dice in front of the store. We got to do things that draw attention. And the only thing I can tell anybody when you live in that lifestyle, just know what come with it.
Exactly.
I call them occupational hazards.
Exactly. You definitely right about that, OG. But the election just passed.
Yeah, the crooked election.
The OGs say the crooked election.
Yeah.
And what really got me is a lot of these polls wasn't working correctly.
That was on
wasn't enough
that was
paper.
on purpose.
Yeah, and
How you don't bring enough paper to the party when you know that's what you're using?
mm-hmm.
It makes no sense.
That's right.
It makes no sense. I mean, it was all a big plot because Republicans, especially in Harris County, had already said we're not going to vote until election day. We're not doing early voting. Mm-hmm. We're not doing mail ballots. Mm-hmm. So on election day, the shit go down. But I got a expose I'm doing Sunday on the war zone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna break down this old election administrator for y'all and show y'all the same problems that we had in Harris County was the same shit that got him fired in D.C. The same shit. They brought the perfect sucker into Harris County to run their schemes for them. And if anybody felt that, well, let's just shut them up and prove them wrong. Mm-hmm. Why the Democrats don't want to investigate it? Because they'd be investigating themselves. It was too many races that were decided 49 to 50, 48 to 51.
A lot of them.
You see what I'm saying? It's too no, that does not happen. That does not happen. And they know exactly what they did, and it is what it is. But until somebody goes to jail, or until one of these motherfuckers die, literally just die from old age or whatever, it's not gonna stop. It's just not gonna stop. And I don't care what nobody tell me, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
It is what it is. I mean, but the thing is the people that are cheating to stay in office are not doing anything for our communities. You come from one of these underserved communities, Greenspoint, your place. That's right. And for a fact, these motherfucking politicians ain't doing nothing in your neighborhood.
They ain't did
nothing.
They ain't did shit.
For all of y'all that's out there listening and, folk wanna, it's conspiracy theories. My mama used to tell me something, and when I was a kid, I didn't understand it. She say, everybody ain't lying.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't lying.
Hey, for real.
If you got 25 of us telling the conspiracy lie about elections, but it's 100 of us saying it's the truth.
Yeah.
The numbers ain't gonna lie to you.
That's right.
So the bottom line is, dog, you ran this system, and them voting machines are brand new. They just bought them last year. $50 million worth of machines. They work perfect doing early voting. Mm-hmm. For 2 straight weeks on election day, everything go haywire.
Yeah.
Then they tell you, we're going to leave the polls open an extra hour. Okay, so some people getting off work, they're like, okay, cool, I got that hour. Mm-hmm. Then they tell you, if you voted in that extra hour, your vote's not going to count. Come on, dog.
Yeah, man.
Look, man, I was born, but I wasn't born yesterday.
Hey, and that was cold when they did that right there, man. I ain't lying, that was cold. Because all of those people stood in line and waited in line and couldn't even vote.
Dog.
They vote don't count until they come up with some type of decision or whatever.
Look, man, I'm going to go and give y'all something tonight because I know y'all don't know this. when you went to your job, like you told me, I think you say you work in the plants, right?
Uh-huh.
You had to do a drug test, right?
Yeah.
They had to check your background. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Well, why nobody checked the background of Clifford Tatum when they hired him to be the election administrator? Oh, hold on. What you talking about, Fi? Shit, our private investigators and did the work.
Yeah.
They did not check this man's background.
Hmm.
And then when it was brought up by the Republican rep that's on the election committee,
Hmm.
why are we not checking his background? They refused to check his background. Now I know the brother need a little change.
Yeah.
You know, Clifford, I know you out there. You might be listening. I know you got like $143,000 worth of tax liens.
Hmm.
You know, how you hire somebody with this type of shit in their background? You see what I'm saying? He just has too much in his background. And then the last election that he ran in DC, and when I tell you, you know, they'll say, well, Aubrey Taylor, he writes these articles and he's not accurate. He but hold on. I'm talking about the New York Post said this.
Uh-huh.
The Washington Post said this. That this man did not know what the hell he was doing, and the same excuses he gave us. You know, it was something wrong with the machine. Same shit he's saying for us is what he said in DC.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna bring all that out Sunday when I go on the war zone. I'm gonna bust his head wide open on the war zone. I'm gonna light him up. But the thing about it is, and everybody needs to understand this from the youngest to the oldest, not standing up and doing something about this shit is not making it better.
Yep, not at all.
You know for a fact, what's your name?
Jay.
Jay. Ain't no motherfucking way in hell them judges that's been letting out all these killers got enough votes to get voted back in.
Yes.
No way, dog.
That's right.
No way. I don't know who they think. That, you know, I came out of my mama. I didn't crack up out of an Easter egg. So you can't just tell me anything. You see what I'm saying? You just can't tell me anything. But this is what they want to tell us, and they expect us to be stupid and believe that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna keep exposing that, and ain't nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, and you're supposed to. You definitely supposed to. But we'll be right back with the OG. Hey, it's going down tonight. For real, for real, for real, for real.
Y'all chill out for a second. We going to a break, and we coming right back. So if y'all just tuning in, I'm on the Critical Show, and we in a commercial break, but we gonna talk elections. I don't know what he want to talk about. That'll tell y'all I don't script none of this shit come out my mouth. I just speak from the heart, and based on the facts that I know, it is what it is. Yeah, y'all. It ain't even an issue for me to stand up for people, bro, and stand up for what's right. That's what we all supposed to be doing. But when we don't want to sacrifice, you know, you can't get anything done. And the sacrifices are gonna come in with folks standing up. A few of us might have to lose our job. A couple of us might have to go to jail. But if that's what it takes to get it straight, then let's get it straight, man. You got kids and grandkids that's gonna have to live in this world, you know, later on when we dead and gone. You gotta fight this. You don't have a choice. And for those that don't know, I decided to run against Ellis, Rodney Ellis in 24. I got the website up. I'm gonna post all this stuff tonight. Those that's like in other cities and states and want to support me but can't vote for me, you can just donate to the campaign. Whatever you decide to give, that's more than what I got. So, you know, when you donate, I'll just reach out to you, get a little bit of information so I can make sure that I put you on my campaign finance report, and we go get this dude. We got 2 years to raise money. So don't think, oh, I'm gonna wait a while. No, we gotta raise money so we can get going. He got millions sitting over there. I think he got like 12 million sitting over there. And I'm gonna make him spend every dollar with his stinking ass. I just, for y'all that's out there, I genuinely don't like Rodney Ellis. I just don't. And this dude don't do nothing for us. He does nothing for our community. So if you want to donate to my campaign, whatever that might be, you can go to GaryMonroeForTexas.com. GeryMonroeForTexas.com. BJ wants to know how I'm doing in school. Right now, I'm rocking about a 3.17 GPA. And I just finished. I'm basically finished with 2 classes, but they not going to technically be over until December. I got 7 more classes, and then I'm through with my bachelor's, and then I got to figure out what I want to do next. Do I want to go get my master's? Do I want to go around my master's for my PhD? Or, do I want to go straight to law school? I don't know at this moment. I just don't know at this moment. Oh, thank you, Monica. Monica said she voted for me. We just wanted to make sure that nobody ran unopposed in this last election. But this is the one I want. This is the one I want to run. This is the one I know in my heart that we're going to win. And if we can get this quote-unquote Gambino crime family member out of office, you know what I'm saying, then we can transform Harris County. So right now I got a 3.17 GPA. I wanted it at a 3.5 so I can have the nice tassels and the fly stuff around my robe when I get ready to graduate. I didn't even think I would finish this when I started it. I mean, I got so much going on, but I kind of just fit school into my life. And, as much as I travel, helping people out of town, I've had to do assignments in the airport, take tests on planes. I mean, even out in the middle of everything that happened with George and Minneapolis, I was still able to do my homework. Hello. What's that? So y'all sit tight. We about to get ready. I got new money, and it's all cash. I got new bags, and they all collapse. I rubber band a bunch of $1,000 Delta gift cards. My baby boy, blazing the cash on I know. I mean my baby boy, blazing the dash got money at home.
What's up with it, y'all? We are back. The OG is in the building. Jay Boo is in the motherfucking building. Motherfucking co-host Coco Chanel is in the motherfucking building, y'all. Hey, gorgeous gems, and shout out to Brother Emmanuel, they not here tonight, but they already know, you know what I'm saying? We're going to represent for the entire team. You know what I'm saying? The Critical Show, it is what it is. Without the whole team, the Critical Show wouldn't be shit, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate y'all. You know, but OG,
What's up?
the election,
Uh-huh. The fuckery.
yeah, you know, the numbers were really, really, really close.
Uh-huh.
So if the numbers are close like the way that they were, what should the people expect?
I mean, where we are right now, man, we have to honestly get somebody sent to jail. Somebody needs to go to jail for what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom line is if we don't get that done, they're not going to stop. So no matter if people understand democracy or not,
Mm-hmm.
they're stealing it from us.
They are.
They're stealing your voice. Your vote is your voice. You know, people wanted, people always say, somebody died to give me the right to vote. No, they didn't. They died to make sure you got something for your vote. And if you think about it, we ain't getting nothing for ours. Our communities look the same. Crime still through the roof. Schools failing. You see what I'm saying? Yep. Food deserts everywhere. So what we getting for our vote? That's right. The only ones winning is the ones that's in the seats.
Hey, for real, no shit, because our neighborhood still look the motherfucking same.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, bro. But until, especially black folk, I got a problem with black folk, man. Mm-hmm. I got a problem with they good begging ass, and I'm gonna get on them. See, they want you to check. They always, when the conversation come up, we supposed to check the white folk. No, let me check y'all first. Mm-hmm. When the hurricane come, who's the first one in line? When it's freezing, and then they open up everything, who the first ones in line? When it's time to vote, ain't no niggas in line.
That's right.
In certain neighborhoods, exactly, they're not showing up. But we are the most neediest people out of all the races. So, well, I'm gonna just vote for Sheila Jackson Lee. Okay, well, that's cool if that's what you want to do. Oh, matter of fact, won't you tell me something that she's done in the last 4 years? You ain't gonna get an answer to that question. Yeah. There is no answer. Well, I can tell you one thing she's done. She's allowed people to die in Cashmere Garden and Fifth Ward due to cancer clusters from Union Pacific, somebody who gives her campaign money.
And my mama was one of them.
See what I'm saying? See, she getting and I'm sitting here. You don't mind if I show you, dude?
No.
Okay, because I can't flip this camera. Say that again for him.
And my mama was one of them.
Your mom died due to those cancer clusters in Sheila Jackson Lee's district.
And my grandmother has cancer now, and she's in that district.
See what I'm talking about? Y'all, now y'all see, God put us in the same room. You see what I'm talking about? But at the end of the day, we got to come out. These young folk who they tailor making these laws to lock your ass up with, you need to come out and you need to vote. Look, I know you be in the house on election day smoking that good and that loud. But if you would bring your ass to the state capitol, it might end up being legal. Exactly. If you knew what to fight for, then you need to be more involved. That's right. If you got kids, then why the hell you not voting in the school board elections? Mm-hmm. They demonizing your kids. Mm-hmm. They trying to turn your son into your daughter. Yeah. In the schoolhouse. Yeah. They used to teach mathematics and English. Now they teach you how to do other things in there. Mm-hmm. Have you read some of them books on our shelves in the schoolhouse? Well, I read one night at the school board meeting. Lil Joe, he was ejaculating while... What the fuck? Yeah. This ain't an elementary school library. Huh. And we not participating in the process? Black folk can't complain about their conditions because we ain't doing enough to change them conditions.
Exactly. You're right. You're definitely right about that.
I don't care what I'm doing on election day. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I've researched my candidates. I'm going to vote for the right people. Mm-hmm. That's like right now. I mean, Ellis, and I know he has people watching me, and and all that. But let me tell you what we ain't gonna do, homie.
Who you say? Ellis?
Yeah, I'm gonna run against him in 24. I really want him.
That's gonna be good.
It's some things I really,
That's gonna be good.
yeah, it's some things I want from Rodney Ellis. This is what I want from Ellis. I want you to take me for granted. I want you to think because you got $12 million in the bank and I got to raise money that I ain't got a shot to beat your ass. That's what I want you. That's the first thing I want you to do.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing I want you to do is get out here and try to make this some dirty shit. Because I got more than enough ammunition to fuck your mama up in her grave with the shit I got, boy. That's how I feel. I don't like this dude.
Yeah.
I genuinely do not like this motherfucker. and I mean, if somebody could, maybe we could put some pressure. Let's do a celebrity boxing match. Let's get the money to the kids. I'll beat the fuck out of him. Because I realistically just genuinely do not like this motherfucker because of the shit that he does to our communities and then sits up in commissioner's court like the shit funny. Say, man, you come off that motherfucking D-ass and we could have a real one-on-one conversation. You don't think your bitch ass Chris Rock and I'm Will Smith because I slap his motherfucking teeth out his mouth, man. That's how much I genuinely do not like this dude.
You know, it's a lot of people that are downtown,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in these seats that are not doing for the community. A lot of these people need to be like the House Speaker and step down and let some fresh meat get in there and make some changes.
They can't do that. There's too much money involved. Why would you ask yourself this here? You say, I'm going to run for school board. Mm-hmm. And you want to stay on the school board for 10 to 12 fucking years.
Yeah.
Why you want to be in a position that don't pay you no motherfucking money? Legally don't pay you no money. Mm-hmm. Then you got to deal with me every motherfucking month coming up in there, dragging your ass, mm-hmm. talking bad about you, writing songs about you. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why would you want to stay in that position? Because it's money tied to it.
That's right. Think
about it like this here. Most politicians go into office broke. They barely had enough to run their campaigns, and they're broke. Hidalgo was living at her mama house before she became the county judge. Fresh out of law school, hadn't tried a case, no money. How much she got in the bank right now? Sitting on a cool $2 million. See, money come with the game.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? And they not gonna just give up them seats. Because there's too much money involved. There's too much money involved. And that tells me right there, they don't give a fuck about you, and they definitely don't give a fuck about me. They realistically want me to die like yesterday. Because I just caused too many problems for them bastards.
Yeah. You already know. You know, you are definitely a threat to a lot of people in Harris County. You know, shit, really through the whole down south region. You know, when it comes to this shit.
I mean, bottom line, if you are doing what you're supposed to do, you don't have a problem out of me. But when I see, like right now, you got at T.H. Rogers Elementary School, they finna kick all the special ed kids out. So what color you think them kids are?
That's right.
They finna kick all them kids out their school. So where they gonna go to school? Or we're gonna bust them somewhere else. You talking about kids that's nonverbal, son can't walk. Hold on, how you gonna pull this shit off? But see, ain't enough special ed mamas showing up to the goddamn boardroom. You see, I'm my child's first advocate.
They just going with the flow.
Ain't nobody finna fuck over my child from a political standpoint and not answer to me. That's how I feel.
That's right.
And that's how we have to feel about our communities, that somebody got to stand up for them, bro. And ain't enough of us standing up. See, the worst thing happened to black folk was the motherfucker told her you could take the mask off and the pandemic over. Niggas went right back to doing what they were doing before the pandemic.
Yeah.
As long as they was restricted, motherfuckers was acting right.
Yeah.
We was together with we was all struggling. But as soon as they said, take the masks off the black folk, let them go back to normal, here we go with the bullshit. Mm-hmm. And we just don't utilize our time for the things that we need to utilize our time for.
That's right.
We don't.
Yeah, you definitely right about that. What do you feel about Trump running again?
Man, I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Fuck Joe Biden with everything in my power. If Donald Trump gets the nomination, he's going to get my vote.
Yeah.
I could afford oxtails when Trump was in office last time. I could put gas in my car when Trump was in office last time.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Or when Trump's a racist. Biden is a racist and it's been proven. I don't care what they say about Donald Trump. There's nothing he did on a daily basis that affected me. Nothing. Think about it. I really want y'all to think about that. What the fuck did Donald Trump do on a daily basis that fucked your life up?
I keep forgetting Joe Biden the president.
That motherfucker keep forgetting he the president. He don't know if that motherfucker the president in 1 minute, and the next minute that motherfucker think he in city council. The motherfucker got dementia. Joe Biden is trash, man. But think about it. Since Joe been in office, all he been doing is lying. So, if it's Trump against Joe, why would I vote for this pathological liar? I don't give a fuck about his personal ideologies. Trump ain't gonna never have a conversation with neither one of us. You know why? Because he only understands money.
Yeah.
He understands money. If you talking money, Trump will sit there and talk your fucking ears off you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ain't talking money, that's like not even in his stratosphere.
That's right.
Joe Biden will sit there and talk to your ass and lie to you the whole time. And shit in your face. They ain't man, fuck Joe Biden, man. Like Nip, Nip wrote a song called Fuck Donald Trump. Well, I'm finna write one called Fuck Joe Biden.
The OG is in the motherfucker.
No, fuck, man. Say they can all be mad at me. Oh, he's a sellout. How the fuck I sell out my neighborhood when I'm the only motherfucker working in it every day?
Yeah.
And the motherfucker worried about who I'm voting for?
Yeah.
Shit.
And that's the backlash that has came out because you went from Democrat to Republican, So
Shit.
So it's a lot of people looking at you like as far as a sellout or a trailer.
Well, you know what I would tell them, honestly, brother? If they think that I'm a sellout because I went from Democrat to Republican, don't say that shit loud enough for me to hear, because I don't have to get out of my bed every morning fighting for your motherfucking kids.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
Okay, you say I'm going to speak on what Critical said.
Mm-hmm.
He said that a lot of people have backlash.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the backlash that I've heard is that when you go around to these different schools and you help out people, you take money
every day,
and you don't help out them. You run out with the money.
Ooh. Oh, let's back that up.
I've heard that a lot.
Let's back that up then.
Okay.
Because I don't have a website.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have business cards.
Mm-hmm.
So what I work off of is when people, I do something for somebody and then they spread the word to me. Mm-hmm. Now you got some people that want you to make wine out of fucking water. Mm-hmm. You tell me, well, we gonna go to school, we got a problem. Mm-hmm. Now when we get to the school, you got B, C, D, E, and F. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And now you want me to work and do all of this. I had a lady the other morning call me. I'm sitting in the jacuzzi and she going off on me and I have not heard from you. Hold on, ma'am. I ain't heard from you. Mm-hmm. You the client. I need you to communicate with me. That's right. And she was like, well, I'm trying to find this out. First of all, lower your tone. I've been here from day one. You know my fucking number. Mm-hmm. I said, I have not literally heard from you in 8 fucking months. 8 months. I haven't heard from you. But she was my client to me. So sitting in the tub, we figured out her issue. We solved the issue right there. So the ones that'll say, oh, well, like you had the crazy woman a few years back talking about I didn't do what I need to do at the school. Ma'am, I got the emails. I got everything to prove I did what I was supposed to do. You wanted me to do all this extra shit, and I'm not finna do that. Now, if you come to me and talk to me with sense, then yeah, I'll work around some things for you. But right now, I get the option to pick and choose if I want to charge you or if I don't want to charge you. 9 times out of 10, if you got a special ed, baby, I ain't charging you shit. I'm going to go fight that battle. But that's my choice. You know, some people are calling, well, you know, Sam Smith, he only charged $150. We call Sam. I don't charge it.
Yeah.
I don't take nothing away. I trained Sam. For all those out there giving him all the accolades, who the fuck you think trained him? I did. And I stay on his ass every day. Because there's some things, say, man, you ain't got to do it like that, dog. I done already gave you the blueprint. This is how you need to do it. But for those that complain, sweetheart, is you wanted me to do something else. But my thing is, I don't have this motherfucking phone, I'm pointing at my phone. This motherfucker rings 24/7. I got people call me 2, 3 o'clock in the morning crying. But you know what? I'm a God-fearing man. I think God would have cut my clients off a long time ago if I was doing bad business.
Yeah. You definitely got a good point.
Say, man, I don't, the one thing I don't do bullshit. And I always tell my people, look, point blank, tell me what the fuck went on before I get to this school. I don't want no surprises so I can know how to deal with the situation. But if you know your motherfucking child been a bully the whole motherfucking time, don't take me up in there because somebody whooped his ass and now you want to try to get them thrown in jail. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
So guess what? If you done paid me and then I go there and I find out it's your son that's the fucking problem, ain't too much I can do for you on that. Well, I want my money back. That ain't how that work. That ain't how that work.
That's right.
You didn't divulge all the information to me. And I think I've only had that happen maybe 3 times. But most of my clients are thoroughly satisfied because I go above and beyond. I just go above. I don't just write a fucking grievance. I mean, you can go to my page. You can see me in a level 3 hearing dismantling a school district's attorney. I go deep in this shit. And it is what it is. I just got a call. I can show you the text. You need to come back to Wharton. I don't want to come back. They didn't treat me right when I went down there last time.
So what made you decide to be an advocate for schools?
I was married, and her sons were in the band, and they the band had molded band uniforms, and I didn't feel the kids were gonna wear that shit, man. No, you supposed to supply new uniforms every 4 to 5 years. But them kids hadn't had new uniforms for 10 years. So you know if you leave them in a closet all summer with no air on, and it's just hot in the school, they're gonna mold. So I got into the game and I battled that, and we really wanted $3,500 to buy some refurbished uniforms. We would fix them up ourselves. So by the time I got through, they ended up not spending $3,500. They spent $95,000 because I ended up getting 50 uniforms, brand new instruments, everything. But of course, we're dealing with black kids and black parents. You can't find one of them motherfucking uniforms now. Gone. You see what I'm saying? But if they'll call you and tell you, Monroe don't want to help us get a new uniform. Well, the last set of uniforms I got for you.
So these are your wife's kids, not your kids?
No, her kids were in the band. So I didn't just battle because her kids were in the band. When I looked in that closet and saw those uniforms, I'm like, dog, no, these kids can't wear this shit. So I went to the principal and I said, man, can you give us $3,500 to get some refurbished uniforms? Just basically some white pants. We'll go get some trimming and put that shit on ourselves. The man had a budget of $2 million. He said, we don't have $3,500. Are you serious? And that's how I asked, are you serious? Oh, I'm not giving you $3,500. And my exact words to him was, well, that's cool, because I'll be here today. You pack your shit to leave. And I went in on his ass. And I didn't stop until I got his ass up out of there. And from what I hear, he's selling Avon now. So that's how it worked. He went from being a principal to selling Avon.
How long ago was this? How long?
Oh, 14 years ago. 14 years ago. And then we had, I ended up getting real sick and ended up in the hospital. And one night I was in my bed, and I tell this story all the time. My mama used to tell me, she said, you going to know when God is talking to you.
I heard you tell this story.
Yeah. So, I'm in the bed, and God basically told me, you've been doing this assignment, but you ain't been doing what I told you. So I go hard in the paint. Ever since then, I just been going hard in the paint. So it's been 14 years and still strong. And the one thing I'll say to anybody out there, you don't stay in business 14 years if you're doing bad business. It don't work like that.
So how long did it take to get the actual uniforms to go through?
Oh man, now, it really took about 2 weeks for the school district to say we're gonna buy them new uniforms.
Okay.
But it took 9 months for them to create them.
Okay.
It takes that long to do band uniforms when you get them the right way.
And was
So
the principal
black
black?
at the only predominantly black high school in Houston.
I ain't gonna even ask.
Yeah. So that's how long I've been doing this, man. And some days, honestly, I get tired and I don't want to do it. And every single time I'm setting my mind, I'm done being an advocate, something fall in my lap drastic. It's an issue that falls in my lap and I can't look away from it. So that's God pulling me back into it.
That's because that's what you're supposed to be doing. That's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Because just look at the things that are going on in the city and in the school systems. I have never seen anybody go in these schools and handle up and have great results. Nobody. I don't give a damn what type of advocate you were or what rank you were in the Black Panther Party. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. Nobody in the South region of Texas. I've never seen nobody do what this man has done in the school system. And for that to be said, more people need to be more humble and respectable, and appreciate what he does. Because going to these schools is already bad that our kids and our people have a strike on their back already. And then have to go in and deal with some of these principals that look exactly like us, that are doing more harm to the kids than helping the kids. They're stealing money, disrespecting the children, and then you're out there disrespecting the kids. So you think they really just gonna respect you back? We talking about high school children, middle school kids that are basically, a lot of them at home, taking care of themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Or they at home with their grandma because their mama at work or their daddy gone. Or, you feel what I'm saying? So it's a lot. You feel what I'm saying? For you have to come in and try to correct a lot of shit.
Well, let me tell you something, man. If I worried about what people say, then I wouldn't do this shit at all. See, I don't do it for likes. I don't do it for the, you don't see me on the news. And I work every fucking day.
That's right.
When I first started, I used to do that news thing now. So, that's why for somebody like Sam Smith, okay, baby, I already laid the foundation. It's certain things that you should do that I did for you all. I did this shit for you. So you ain't got to do this shit, man. You ain't got to do it like that. But the satisfaction for me is not in the winning or losing is when the special ed kid realize that you there to help them, and their mom don't have any money. So the only thing you get out the deal is a hug from a special needs baby. I know why I'm doing this shit, dog. It ain't about me. You see what I'm saying? If I counted up the number of times, Coco, that I just worked for free, it would fuck y'all head up. Let me put it to you like this here. For free. But on the average day, that's 15 a pop. But for free, how many times I've done this? You see what I'm saying? But you can't. I see what you see. I see people disrespecting motherfuckers, in this game. But what would it really be like if I had never shown up? How bad would it really be? You see what I'm saying? How bad would it really be? Like right now, I'm getting call after call about T.H. Rogers. And what I tell them now, I don't move until God tells me to move. I don't care how bad the situation looks. When God tells me to move, that's when I will move. This may not be the assignment I need to be on. But see, why y'all ain't calling them other folk out here faking like they do this shit? Because you know why? Because you know why? They realistically cannot do this shit. Not on the level that I do it on. Like, for example, I got a special needs kid in right outside of Fresno, California. And I think by December 12th, I gotta be down there in Chacawala. I think that's what it's called, in California. What motherfucking education advocates down here in Houston, getting calls from California? Who the fuck got a client right now in Hinesville, Georgia? Gary Monroe. You see what I'm saying? So when you good at what you do, you gonna always have motherfuckers hate you. But I need the haters. I gotta wake up to the haters every day, because them the ones that drive me. You see what I'm saying? Them the ones that keep me on my toes. But yeah, if they think they better than me, then shit. Have you ever done legal pleadings when you got to write the commissioner of education? Do you know what an administrative judge is when you got to get to that level? No, y'all with that bullshit. Take you in the news cameras, go sit your ass down somewhere, develop a relationship with your school personnel, and you ain't got to go through all that extra shit. You see what I'm saying? All I got to do. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Someday, the call is so messed up when they call me, Mr. Monroe, is this bad? And yeah, that shit sound horrible. But I'll pay you whatever. Nah, you'll pay me my $1,500. Hold on, man. I'm gonna put you on hold. Say, man, I got this problem in your school right now. What we gotta do to fix it? Okay, I'll let her know. Click. Say, I need you to send me my payment right now. This is gonna be a tough one. That shit fixed before I get off the fucking phone. Who can say that? No news cameras, no fanfare, just doing the work. And that's where I get the satisfaction from. So think about it like this here. I don't give a damn how many championships Jordan won. Somebody hated him. Yeah. Somebody had a problem with him no matter what. And I'm the Michael Jordan of this game. Yeah. I'm like Jordan. I put a chip on my shoulder with them. They couldn't do what I do on their best day. They just couldn't, because they're not doing it for the right reasons. You see what I'm saying? They're not. I don't believe if you got a nonverbal special needs kid, but yet he's in a life skills classroom. They have to teach him how to function like a regular adult. I get that part, but I also need for you to educate him. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure that this baby learns how to function like an adult, and he's educated at the same time. I can say, let's just get him through school. No, because if you're teaching him how to be an adult, that means someday along the way, you expect for him to be by himself. Exactly. I'm in it for the right reason, dog. And I don't knock the ones that's doing it. Just, like I tell them, stay on your side of town. I got mine. Don't come over here playing in my schools, dog. Because right now we finna go through some hell, partner. They finna come trying to close these schools, man.
They are. They are some close some most schools. You know, and that's a damn shame. You know, it really a damn shame because how you gonna close more schools? Where you gonna send all these kids?
Well, hold on, dog. This the game right now. And see, I ain't been to a school board meeting in 5 months, but yet I know everything that's going on in that month. You want to close the schools on my side of town. But on the affluent side of town, you want to give them monastery schools. So, whoa. So you want to, let's just be real. You want to close the black schools, but you want to create new white schools. Well, I tell you how we going to do this shit. You ain't going to close a motherfucking thing. We going to be fair about this shit, man. But if people would have listened to me a year and a half ago, you would not be at this point. I told you that if you keep running this district the way that you're running it, the way that you're giving raises on temporary money, you're going to bankrupt this school district. Did you see the article this week? In 2025, HISD will be at least 217 million in the deficit. Maybe the little fat dude knew what he was talking about. They don't, men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Exactly, for real. You sure right about that, OG.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. So, in about a year and a half, realistically, HISD is going to be $217 million in the deficit. How you fix that problem?
Dang.
How do you fix it? That's the question. But see, if we're education advocates, we got to have answers to those questions.
Yeah, for real.
He's trying to connect the Wi-Fi.
So it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody, but at the end of the day, you got it. You live with what the hell. When you don't put the work in, you live with the results. That's all it boils down to.
Yep. You know, and people will be surprised, you know, and just like you said a few weeks ago when you was here, people, you know, I guess they trying to be funny or whatever, saying that such and such is more qualified than you to be in the schools.
Yeah,
you feel
they are. If my people, if I wasn't on this right now, record, I'll show you who was qualified. Let me put it to you like this. Everybody that's qualified got to call me. I'm not, you know why I'm not qualified according to the Chronicle? Because one, I don't kiss their ass. I'm not qualified because I don't shuck and jive. I'm not qualified because I won't bow down to these motherfucking politicians that's in office right now. So guess what? Let's see if you know, and you know. What normally happens to somebody that runs for an office and then they lose? Don't they come up missing? The motherfucker go run for office and they lose, you'll never see them no more. Why every the fuck time I run and I lose, you still see me every day? I never stop working. That's the difference between being a politician and a public servant. Politicians line in their pockets. Public servants bust their ass. You see what I'm saying? So the ones that just, like I say, the Chronicle can eat a dick up till a hiccup. I don't give a fuck. I don't like the Chronicle. And they don't like me either.
You know, and just like you said, the journalist put in there, you're qualified.
I'm qualified to work on the outside, but not on the inside. But you agree with me that I am qualified. You see what I'm saying?
That's what they scared.
Say, man, it ain't a politician out there right now that can say what I'm finna say. You can put me in a room full of Democrats, a room full of Republicans, and it's gonna be the same shit. I'm gonna tell you this here. Frankie Beverly and Mays. I'm the Frankie Beverly and Mays of the game when it comes to speaking in front of people. You feel what I'm saying? People don't even want to come after me because I have the ability to galvanize the room. But I also have the ability to bring people from different ethnicities, from different walks of life, together for the same purpose. You see what I'm saying? I'm not finna walk around here and hate white people because these politicians telling me to do that shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm not finna do that. When these Republicans and they this and they that. Well, if you so dead set against the Republicans, why don't you quit your fucking job because your boss won? The man that owned the company won.
That's right.
If you hate the Republicans so bad, stay the fuck out of Reliant. McNair won. Ferretta won. Stop going spend your money with the Rockets.
Yeah.
You don't get to pick and choose who the fuck you fuck with.
But do they know that slavery days that black people were Republicans?
They don't have. Let me tell you something, man. The one thing that they saying now is that the Republicans are attacking our civil rights. Oh, you talking about the civil rights that the Republicans helped us fucking get? Them the ones you're talking about. See, it wasn't a Republican that paid the Big Six. I said the Big Six to a big dog Democrat 2 days ago. What the hell is the Big Six? Oh, you don't know about the Big Six? Well, let me break it down to you. I say the Big Six was 6 prominent African-American civil rights leaders that sold us the fuck out. During the civil rights movement, they took $1 million from JFK for you to walk your ass down the street and get your head bust open and don't do shit about it. Yeah, they don't want to have that talk with me.
Martin Luther King marching down the street just so they
look. This how they come. See y'all ain't been around me now. Martin Luther King, and he come knock on the door, and I'm out there with my partners playing dominoes. Give me 10, brother Monroe. Say, man, go on with that bullshit, dog. Last time somebody took a walk with you, they got their motherfucking head bust open. You done got your money, man. See, you gotta know your history to be able to understand what they're trying to do right now. The Democrats operate on fear. They want you to believe everybody's trying to fuck over you. You see what I'm saying? But when you start breaking shit down, who is really the enemy? Yeah. Didn't the Bible tell us you keep your friends closer than you keep your enemies? So these Democrats that love you so much, use the Bible to decipher it. Them the ones you got to be watching, man. Yeah. Because them the ones that's fucking over your neighborhood. It ain't the white, it ain't Ted Cruz fucking over my neighborhood. You feeling what I'm saying? Right. Sheila Jackson Lee. That's right. Ted Cruz ain't over that district where your mama died from them cancer clusters. That's Sheila Jackson Lee. Answer to this. Sheila, if you care about your constituents, if you cared about her mom, why are you still to this day taking money from Union Pacific? Her mom was one of the people that died in that community. And now her grandmother has cancer. But what have you done to make it better? She can't answer that shit. And they want me to believe that this Jamaican immigrant is on my motherfucking team. She looking out for my well-being? Nah, I ain't falling for this shit. I do my own research. You see what I'm saying? I do my own motherfucking research. And that's what we have to start doing is stop believing everything they trying to spoon feed us. It's a reason they doing it. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a reason they doing it. You know, all this. I'm in the room, women, right? I'm in the room with all women, right? Let's talk some real nigga shit, right? All right. Y'all done been to the club. You know the trick nigga in the club, right? He want to buy your drinks. He want to do this. He want to do that. But the whole time he plotting on it. He plotting on something. It's something he want out of you. So all them free drinks and all that shit add up to something, right?
Yeah, getting his feelings hurt.
Exactly. Real motherfucker gonna hurt his feelings. You feel what I'm saying? But we know that he's trying to get something out of you. So these Democrats, with all this motherfucking free shit, it come back on the back end. In the pandemic, all that money, they sending us stimulus checks. Well, they ain't tell you, we gonna get that shit back through that gasoline. We gonna get it back through them high grocery prices. We gonna get it back through, your clothes cost more money now.
And the rent.
And your rent, everything that went up. See, they don't tell you about the back end. But see, you couldn't get me, because I knew about the back end because I've been in the music game a long time. You get all this shit in the front, but they ain't telling you what the fuck they gonna do to you on the back end. You see what I'm saying? Bottom line is, we have to stop trusting people just because they say something.
Exactly.
Pay our lips to tell you anything, nigga.
For real, exactly, you're right. You're definitely right about that.
I don't know if you saw the video of me in Commissioner's Court the other day. You might not have seen it. Did you see it?
When my homeboy sent me the clip yesterday when I was at work. He was like,
see, I can say it. I can say it in here.
I said, man, hell. So
I can say it in here, because I be talking and I told him about my pronouns. Yeah. Because motherfuckers got pronouns now. And my pronouns is I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then, like with Ellis, I said what all of us want to say. In Commissioner's Court. We sick and tired of that nigga. That's right. We sick and tired of that nigga. I'm not holding my tongue no more, bro. I see the demise of our community on a daily basis. Yeah. I can't hold my tongue no more.
Yeah, and that it's just too many people that's been in office over 20 years, and the Houston communities are looking the way they are looking.
Look, man, whether it's Sheila Jackson Lee, whether it's Rodney Ellis, whether it's Joe Biden, when they look at us, and excuse my French, we look like a big old wet pussy to them. And all they want to do is fuck us. Yeah. And they've been fucking us for so long. Yeah. But see, I'm that pussy that's going to be the hardest to get. Yeah, you ain't getting this, homie. Yeah. I'm not finna let you lay up here and keep fucking me. That's right. And 2 years ago, fuck them. I got off their plantation. Being in the Democratic Party is like being in a fucking abusive relationship. It's like being in an abusive relationship.
He got off that plantation.
I got off that motherfucking plantation, man. You're not finna have me. I mean, motherfucker literally told me one time I wanted to run for something. Did you clear that with Sheila? What? What? I don't have to ask permission to run for office.
Basically, they saying check in with Sheila.
Man, was she mob ties or something? Shit, I'm not checking in with nobody. I'm not checking in with nobody. But that's the thing. They got a lock on this shit. And they want to run this shit the way that they want to run it.
They got a padlock on it.
You see what I'm saying? We hurting out here, man.
And it's just a revolving door. The same people, man. The same people, and nothing is getting done. Nothing is getting done.
They prey on grandmothers and grandfathers, older people, church people. This is let's talk about that. Let's talk about that for a second, man.
That's all the time.
How in the fuck?
You say they do what?
They only show up at church when it's time to vote.
Yeah.
They enter church, praising the Lord when it's time to
the
vote.
Pastor,
after that is over.
The last time the pastor used the baptism pool in the motherfucking church when he was back there freaking, man. I'm gonna just tell you the real. The motherfuckers don't say, man, why do these preachers keep bringing these folk up in these churches?
Because they're
like
them.
And they haven't been to their church.
Now watch this here. You ready for me? What's your name, Jay? Jay, you ready for me to flip this? You see the black pastor bringing the white politician into the black church. Can somebody show me the picture where the white pastor that brought the black politician into their church? They don't do that shit.
You ain't gonna see it.
The white folk ain't playing that shit. If you don't do your job, you getting up out of office.
Yep.
You go pray to whatever God you want, but they finna get rid of your ass. But these people bring these people in our communities into our churches because they know your grandmother and grandfather are gonna be there.
Who just went over to TD Jakes? What?
Beto.
Yeah.
But remember when I was here last time?
Yeah.
I told you he have a shot in hell of beating Greg Abbott.
Nah, he smoked him. He smoked him.
It's not being racist when I say that. It's things that the white community does and they do not do that's different from what we do. See, we need, watch this, you're gonna love this, Jay. We need Cardi B to tell us who the fuck to vote for. You talk about the little girl that used to drug motherfuckers and steal their money? Now she can tell me who I need to vote for. Oh, well, now let's do it different. Well, Bun B gonna tell you who to vote for.
Yeah.
In Harris County, but you live in Brazoria County. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't see that on the other side of the ball.
That's right.
It's a motherfucking con game on our side of the ball.
And throughout the entire election, you haven't seen nobody on the opposite people of not of our color do that.
Dog, I swear
at all. I haven't seen
I swear
not one time doing the election.
I'm finna cut up in these city council elections next year. Cause when some of them at-large motherfuckers come down neighborhood, you ain't been around here for 4 years. You get the fuck away from around here. It's gonna be real uncomfortable for some of these people, man. Because, like you just say, we don't see you till it's election time.
That's right.
We gotta stop that shit, man. We gotta stop that shit, man. They have no respect for our community. They have no respect for us when they just think that somebody can just bring them in to these churches. So who these churches be? That them AME churches? Oh, they bought and paid for. They bought and paid for by these crooked ass politicians. But I'm gonna be outside your motherfucking church doing them city council elections with that motherfucking bullhorn clowning your ass. That's what I'm gonna be doing. You get the fuck away from around here and take that crooked ass pastor with you. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, and it's really a shame, you know, to see how a lot of these Houston pastors operate. You know, just so to get that little donation money that these.
No, dog. Where they going to the pastors' churches. We don't need to look what they getting in donation. Them motherfuckers getting them grants. Exactly. They locked into them politicians getting them grants, man.
That's right.
Man, Decker got all kind of shit in that church over there now.
Hey, for real, yeah.
Motherfucker got all kind, got classrooms in that bitch.
Yeah, he got classrooms.
Where they get some money from?
It's gonna be a
okay, but think about this. But think about this
here.
Here. Where you get the money from? He don't work. Where white work? It's tied into them fucking grants.
Yeah. I forgot where he said that he got the money for, because I heard him say it before. I just can't remember right now. But it was somebody. They
getting grants, dog. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's how they doing it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Or if something happens, say we get a flood, and then somebody has to give the money out. The county will allocate $40 million. We're gonna put Pastor Deckard in his church over the $40 million to get the money out. So they gonna knock theirs off top. That's how the game played, man. And you know what? I ain't mad at the nigga. That's you and God on that day, homie.
Yeah, it is.
Because you around here preaching the word. You must not think the word is real. Yeah, it's all a scheme, bro. They all in this shit together. They all in it together, but they got a problem with folk like me. Yeah. Who don't ask for shit.
But you telling the truth though.
They don't want the truth told.
And they scared, man. I'm telling you, they are scared. They are scared because they are out here playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So when they see somebody like you know what I'm saying, coming along and you speaking on certain shit, you know shit. They hyperventilating and you know what I'm saying, barely can function because they feel that they next on your radar.
Well, see, here's my thing, man. I'm just in the game because I want my people to do better. I just want my babies to get a quality education. When I say my babies, I'm talking about black babies, white babies, Asian, all of them. I want my babies to get a quality education. I want everybody to have a motherfucking shot at living the best life that they can live.
That's right.
And we need to take care. I believe, like me, when I run my campaigns, I'm looking at the same issues every time. I believe that if you're a veteran and you've put your life on the line for this country, the least you can do, United States of America, is make sure that their health care is free the rest of their life.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. I believe that we don't have to gentrify the hood to beautify the hood. We ain't got to set it out and tear it up and make it, not cost affordable for poor people. Because if you push them out of Greenspoint, where you gonna push them to? Spring? So you're just gonna create another ghetto, huh?
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? You move the problem from one place to the other place.
That's it. That's all they do.
And that's what I'm in the game for, man. I don't care what anybody say about me. I got a good heart. Nobody knew. From July 2nd up until last Friday, I volunteered coach at a high school. Didn't ask for $1. I never missed a practice. Bad knees and all, never missed a practice. I was the guy that was in charge of making sure that the kids got a team meal every week. And I did what I was supposed to do. See, that's our problem. We've lost our way. The younger generation, they don't know as much because they've not taught them. When we were going through the tumultuous times and we were struggling as people, we all came together as a people just to make it better for every one of us. Yeah. We done lost our way. We forgot how the formula actually worked. You see what I'm saying? We don't want to admit that we're stronger together than separated. We don't want to admit that because we're too scared somebody gonna come up faster than the other one gonna come up. That is the bottom line. We've lost our way, and we cannot seem to get back on track. So it is what it is. I mean, if we don't fix it, more black kids are gonna die at a young age. If we don't fix it, our kids are going to be uneducated. If we don't fix it, nobody's going to be able to get a quality job because they don't have an education. If we don't fix it, crime is going to keep escalating. So we got to make a decision. Either we're going to fix this shit or we can deal with the consequences that come with it. That's all it boils down to. Can you live with the consequences? Now, the good thing about me, I can live with both sides of the coin. I can survive either way. But some people can't. Some people cannot survive either way. So we got to figure this out.
Yeah, but it was just crazy on how, really the election. It was really like a basketball game blowout.
Oh yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it was like the Republicans was winning everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? All over the board.
Until the polls closed.
And I'm like, damn.
We were doing good.
I was like, this shit is crazy.
But once them polls closed and they started talking about we not through counting, the motherfucking races went through the flow. They went through the flow. Now here's the question. Why wouldn't we want to give a Republican a chance when you motherfucking Democrats done fucked this up for the last 4 years? How long we got to deal with that shit? Yeah. We talking about city and county government. That ain't got shit to do with no Trump and all that other shit. Yeah. Y'all done fucked this up. So What's so bad about us trying something else?
Yeah.
They hand too deep in the cookie jar. That's all it is. They hand too deep in the goddamn cookie jar. They can't stop fucking with the money.
Yeah.
So I got a question. It's a little bit
Yeah.
as far as the schools or whatnot.
Okay.
The way I am is now I kind of just want to voice my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know you yet, but I feel like I do, especially with what you're doing. That was one thing that I wanted to kind of put in place or kind of throw the idea to somebody that's in politics to help women out as far as, so I had an idea. Like, I feel like women, and I can probably speak for all women for this, should be able to get at least 1 to 2 paid days off a month for the menstrual cycle. Because we have so much pain, right? And we have to still go to work, and then we mothers, and then we still have to, if we have to go to work in pain to provide for the child. So I'm like, if y'all know, everybody knows we go through, and y'all know how hard it is. I'm pretty sure y'all have had, girlfriends, sisters, mothers to deal with something like that. I'm not gonna even say we need a whole week off, right? Because sometimes it takes a week.
Yeah.
The first 2 days, I at least want one or try to get it going. Like, I'm trying to figure out how come this hasn't been brought to anybody's attention. Like, how come nobody's ever like?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what I do. You give me your number, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get in touch with a good state rep that I know. These are the guys that sit around and they gotta craft these bills and you can turn that bill into a law. And I want you to pitch it to them. That's what you got to do with that.
I hate that you left.
No,
What happened? What I missed? Please.
So she can hear.
So pretty much, I feel like women should have 1 to 2 days off per month paid for our menstrual cycle because of the pain and all the stuff that we go through, right?
Yeah, I don't have that anymore, but I agree with you because when I did have it, it was crucial.
Yeah,
so
but
I
feel like even if you're a woman, even the trans people that are transitioning should still get it.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah,
I feel like we shouldn't have to take a test and prove that we're women and we still get it.
Yeah,
because I don't. But
Yeah.
I went through it before, and it's like, why ain't nobody ever brought that up? Like, we literally have to fight through that pain to go to work and to provide for our kids.
And that's a pain.
Like, they don't understand.
But some of these niggas is bitches too.
Yeah. But it's a pain. That was because for 2 to 3 days you moody, you cramping, you can't do nothing, you can't move. Sometimes you don't want to continue to go to work because you're constantly going to the restroom every 30 minutes to an hour. So yeah.
But all it is just like I say, just sitting down with the lawmakers, pitch it to them. And I think it would be a great idea. I wouldn't have a problem with it, but you're gonna have to come up with if we can come up with the menstrual days, then we're gonna have to create the bitch nigga days. Cause some of these niggas is hoes. And they need a couple of days off just to get their mind right.
I understand it, but they don't go through it.
They don't.
A man couldn't deal with that pain. No, at all. They couldn't imagine.
No, I mean, but it doesn't. Your idea, I'm gonna put you in contact with a state rep, and if they can file that bill this year in this session, if all you got to do is pitch it to them the way you pitched it to me. It's that simple. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we supposed to be doing, trying to figure out what's best for us.
Right.
And see, but when people don't think that that's important, then shit, it'll never come up.
That's right.
It'll never come up, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
I know if I would have won my race, I'd have filed a bill for you, because I'd have been in that position to do that. If you figure out some of the shit they be filing bills on, dog. Bruh, y'all don't. This shit is so laughable, dog.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, your pet pig break his leg. You gotta have a special insurance for him. Let's file a bill on that. Many say that shit is ridiculous, but something like that, I think you just need to talk to a state rep.
I had some people file bills that I know for was ridiculous.
This shit is crazy.
Yeah, I heard somebody saying that had a bill sent through to keep men from, ejaculating. I'm like, what? How you? What?
No, I wouldn't have wrote that one off.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have wrote that one off.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have did. I'm like Bun, man. I wouldn't have did that. Every day I got to bust 2 nuts, nigga. What? Yeah. But I mean, no matter what the bill may be, if it makes it out of committee, you got a shot. It's got to come out of that committee, though.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why it's important. You know, if you ain't really got nothing to do one day, couple days, when they go back into session, go down there. Go sit in some of those committees and listen to the shit that be going on, man. You see what I hang out in the education committee. So that's where all the fuckery go on at. So, you know, they can't get nothing past me because I stay in the middle of their shit.
So basically, everybody at these school districts and on these school boards, they ain't teaching the kids. They just there just to get a paycheck. Basically.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, school board trustees in Texas don't get paid. Technically, they're not supposed to get paid. That's what I'm telling you. With all the shit that they go through, why the fuck would you want to sit on a school board for 12 years and not get paid?
Yeah,
you got to go to 15, 20 meetings a month and not get paid.
Yeah, you getting paid for something.
Oh, you getting some money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody just sitting on the board.
For nothing.
But people get it twisted because they, like in the pandemic, this was one of the questions that was asked to me because I was running during that time. How do you feel about the vaccine? Should kids be vaccinated when they go to school? And I'm sitting on the thing, I'm laughing because, well, what's funny? Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you this. School board rep only has 4 job functions. And making medical decisions is not one of them. So therefore, I can't answer that question. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and set myself up and go in there and try to pass something and end up with a lawsuit. No, you set a tax rate, you hire and fire a superintendent. You see what I'm saying? And there's 2 more other functions that they do. They're not on the top of my head, but you know, you can't do what you can't do. You see what I'm saying? So what do you think about transgender sports? I think boys should play boy sports and girls should play girls. That's right. You may not agree with that. Oh, you homophobic. I didn't say I was homophobic, motherfucker. Boy. I said boys should play boys and girls should play girls. That's right. You could take the sorriest dude on a track team and put him up against the best girls, and he gonna win. That's right. That's an unfair advantage. So no, I'm not gonna agree to that shit, and I'm not gonna sit back and be scared to say that I don't agree to it. That's right. Well, you know, a lot of voters in your district, you know, they LGBTQ. Okay, so what's the point? Well, how do you feel about the LGBTQ community? I don't have a feeling about it. I don't understand it. So if I don't understand it, I ain't trying to learn it. Yeah. I look at you. Well, I'm trans. You look like you're a man to me. Were you born a man? Yeah, I was born a man, but I identify. Well, when you go down there to Harris County, they gonna identify you as a man. They ain't going through all that. You see what I'm saying? So it's no disrespect to anybody. That's right. But I keep it 100 and I stay in my lane. So I'm not trying to figure certain things out. Yeah. I'm not finna do it. Like the pronoun shit. Come on, dog. Think about it. If I go to a school board meeting and the first line on the paper say, "What's your full name?" I'm gonna put my pronouns is, "I wish a motherfucker would." What you gonna tell me? This how you operate in this world right now. You see how stupid that shit sounds? But I really do wish a motherfucker would. But you know, it is what it is. We fucked up right now, bro. Yeah. The world is fucked up. Yeah. And it's getting worse by the day. Yeah. I was sitting at home, I think a couple weeks ago, just finished my homework. And do these pastors really, and I'm just thinking, do these pastors really don't have a problem with the shit they see in their churches?
No, because they getting tired.
They getting the money.
They don't care.
You see what I'm saying?
When they go home, they shut all that out. They don't care.
You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. This world is fucked up. You see, and you're dealing with spiritual warfare right now. And see, you see a lot of white Republicans, especially the women, standing up for their kids in these school systems because they don't want this system to demonize their children. And if you think about the shit that they're allowing to go on, why in the fuck would I be mad at them? Why would I be mad at them when they got books in the libraries talking about jacking somebody's dick off? Literally, that's what the books say in an elementary school library. But when you go into the school board meeting and you reading from the book, well, you Mr. Monroe, we're going to have to stop you. But you ain't got a problem with my child reading that shit? You got a problem with me saying it in here, but you ain't got a problem with my child reading it. That's right. You see what I'm saying? You're trying to demonize these kids, man. Yeah. So, I'm a little bit different than some people. I think I've always said I'm too raw for MTV. I'm too black for BET. That's just how I feel. You're going to get it real with me. I ain't going to be no chaser with this bullshit. That's right. But at the end of the day, we as people have to figure out to make the United States of America a better place to be, because right now it's all fucked up. Man, yeah, it is. It's all fucked up, though. And don't look like nobody's trying to make it better.
Ain't nobody trying to make it better. But we'll be right back. You know what I'm saying, with the OG and Jay Boo in the motherfucking building, man. Say, we finna get it in tonight, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? The Critical Show. Coco Chanel is in the motherfucking building, y'all.
Hey. I'm back like crack.
This motherfucker is crazy, man. Hey, we'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah, I'm Kenneth, I'm at the Critical Show. So I'm at the Critical Show. We're taking a break real quick.
You gotta hear me out now. I can't even go live. They keep cutting my live out.
We're taking a break and then we're gonna come right back, y'all.